Hey everyone, Ronnie Rowe back with you again this week. I shouldn't say this week because it's been quite a some time since we've gotten together. Matter of fact, the last video I did, my cheat sheet, was on December the 14th. And so it's been um, about 3 months, 2 months or so. And but anyway, glad to be back with you again. And got some things to go over with you. Things have been going on in the last month or so, a couple months that I've been involved with. Got my cheat sheet here to give me some ideas of what I'm going to be talking about today. For all of you folks that have never been to my website, I'm Ronnie Rowe. I do cross stitch design. I design cross stitch. I've been doing it for about 43 years, and I'd like to welcome all you new folks to the Ronnie Rowe channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I really appreciate it a whole lot. Before we get started, like I say, I have my cheat sheet with me, so I'll know what I'm going to talk about. I'd like to thank very much, Mary Griffin. Mary, thank you very much for reaching out to me. Mary sent me a very, very nice email asking if I was okay because she hadn't seen a video in some time. And Mary, I really appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you and for reaching out. That was very kind of you. Um, what are we going to be doing today? Oh, before we get started, hit the subscribe button. Just hit that, and that'll help you out. That'll get you notifications of any new um, videos that will be coming out in the future, and really appreciate that a whole lot. What are we going to be talking about today? Well, to be talking about is PDF designs and what I'm sending out on some of my older work. Um, New design program that I'm working with. Threads. How do you convert threads? What's a good program for that? Another working I'm working with two ladies on how to do counted cross stitch. So that's going to be interesting. That's something I haven't done before. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Current works that I'm working on right now, and Woodlawn Plantation. That show is going on right now. It was from March the 1st to, I believe, April the 1st up in Woodlawn. That's Alexandria, Virginia, at Woodlawn Plantation. If you get an opportunity or you're in that area, stop by and see it. Some gorgeous needlework in that area. So anyway, if you get a chance, stop by, say hello. Got a couple pieces in there that I put every year, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? PDF designs. What I've been doing, some of my Williamsburg designs that I did when I first originally started doing cross stitch, um, we were printing those in what we call leaflets. And a leaflet being, bear with me, a leaflet being one of these. This was some of my original design. This happened to be Christiana Campbell's Tavern. I had the Governor's Palace, the Colonial Capitol, Bruton Parish Church, the old millinery shop, and all of those. I think there were 15 designs that I put out originally when I first got started. And at that time, what we were doing, we were printing them in color, this full color, this. And when you open this up, this is what you got. There was the design, with all the X's and O's to follow. And the back of the leaflet had all the instructions, the DMC numbers, and any special instructions to complete the design. Well, at that time, this was the way people were printing designs, and they were printing a bunch of these. And several of these designs, when you opened it up and looked at it, a lot of the symbols, they were clear, but a lot of the symbols in here were small, and especially on the old millinery shop in the colonial capital. So what I have been doing is I've been taking these leaflets and I've been scanning them in, and I have blown each section up in a readable format and made it into a PDF file. So now that anyone orders one of these leaflets from me, not all of them, but especially the colonial capital in the old millinery shop, they will receive from me by email a PDF file with the various pages that I've gone in and blown it up for them. And this will help with their stitching. It'll help see the symbols better. And it's just something I thought I ought to do. So I've been working on that and I've got it all laid out. And so the people that have ordered these are getting those particular PDF files for that particular design. So that's something that I thought really would be very, very helpful. Um, what else have I been doing? In cross stitch, when I do a cross stitch design, as I've told you in the past, there are several programs that I use. One being Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, GIF Converter, Canvas, along with the Keynote for putting everything together at the end. That's the same as the uh, Microsoft PowerPoint, if you will. But since I last talked to you, I got a new program, and it's called FOTOR. And it's relatively a old program, but they have upgraded this to include a lot of AI technology. And I got the program. I wanted to look and see what it would do with some designs that I've come up with. And very impressed with it so far. Not an expert at it. I'm getting there. I'm really, really taking a lot of time sitting down and trying to understand the program and how it really works and what they're trying to do with various um, designs, pictures, or sketches, and what they can do with AI and voice recognition. If you're talking into this thing is incredible. I mean, it's unbelievable what you can do with this. I thought at one time that one program that I do use is Affinity Photo, and Affinity Photo will do a lot of things that you need to do that I need to do in the design process. But this FOTOR, I guess the way you pronounce it, is a step beyond that. And it's really capitalizing a lot of the new AI technology. And I've been able to work with it. I've taken some of my designs, my older designs, and started back at the original design phase and put them into this program and using it and been able to really capture a lot of different aspects of way of doing things. And so I think it's going to work out very, very well. I don't know if anyone else is using that right now. I doubt very seriously if they are, but I'm starting with that. It's something I'm interested in. I don't know if it makes my designs any better or worse, or but it's going to help me, and it's really something that you can sit down and sketch out something and take something that you like, whether it be your home or grandchild or a scene or beach scene, whatever it might be. And it enables you to sit down and do a lot of the design work and what you'd like to see in that without being an experienced designer. This is not just something you just take and put a picture in, push a button and you got a design. This is one that really, really brings out a lot of design creativity, if you will. And so it's something I'm very interested in. And so hey, I'm really working with it. Matter of fact, I talked on a podcast with Gary Paw at Fiber Talk here not long ago. And he had recently gone over to Affinity Photo as I have, and we had a discussion on that. And so I'm gonna get with Gary and tell him about this new program. I think he'll be very happy about that. So I've been working with that, and it's really helped. And the one, matter of fact, the one I'm working on, I'm showing you here before long. I think you're going to really like it. I've taken a lot of the AI technologies that it will give to you and incorporated into that design. We'll see how it works out. So I think it's going to be nice. So I'm interested in it anyway. What else? Um, thread count. A lot of people been wondering, how do you do conversions on thread? Well, I do it. I know if you're like me, I have got a lot of thread. I've got boxes and boxes of all colors of threads. A lot of them I'll never use. And when I get ready to do a design, I pick the number of colors and the design colors I want. And sometimes I run out. I run out of a particular design, whether it be an 844, whether it be a 747, a light blue, or whatever the DMC color might be. And what do you do then? I mean, you got a lot of thread laying around, and something close, it works. And so the best thing I have come up with is a go to a website called threadbare.com. That's THREAD dash bear, BARE.com. And that it will bring up a screen for you that will let you put your current DMC number in, and it will give you all of the things that are really close, the colors that would match very closely to that, and gives you a picture of them, the colors and everything. And so great program to use if you ever run into that situation. And so um, that's something I run into all the time. And so a lot of my designs, when I put them out, I'll have like a 747. I said, but when I stitch it, if I'm out of something, I will take something close to it and put it into my picture that I'm doing. And so instead of running out and buying another skein of floss. Um, so anyway, that's a good program. It's thread-bear.com. Uh, Another thing, what's been going on? Julie, you ain't gonna like this, but a lot of people aren't. But I have got two friends of mine, dear friends of mine, that have followed me, been close to me for a long time, that want to get into the cross stitch business. They want to. How do you do this? How do you get a design? How do you come? And so I've been working with them, showing them the programs and the basics of what you can do to get into it so you can publish a design, whether or not you want to take it to a market if you get into a market, or whether or not you want to put it on SD or Shopify or whatever you want to do with that particular design. It enables you I'm helping them to enable them to take any picture, if you will, and convert it into a cross stitch design relatively easy to do. And so I've been working on them. About 5 years ago, I guess, been about that time frame, uh, stitching with Jewel. Julie was so kind. We talked to her. It really got involved with her and helped her in some about the same way of getting into this. And so these ladies are very enthusiastic about it and wanting to learn. And so don't know what they're going to do with it. They might have open up a shop. I told them you could open up a shop in Esty, really easy. And so you're going to see some new designs coming that way. And so I think that's fantastic. I think people that are interested in that, even if they don't open up a shop or do anything like that, what they can do is certainly do their own designs. They can sit down there and capture something that's interesting to them, where they can make the pattern themselves and be able to sit down and stitch it without going somewhere and buying a pattern. Now, that being said, here I'm a guy that sells patterns, so but that's okay. That's all right. I want people to enjoy the cross stitch world any way they can. So that's what I've been working on. Okay, current work around December the 14th, when I made the last video, I started working on a design. And what I was going to do is a rowboat. I was going to do a scene with a rowboat, gazebo. And I stitched on this, stitched on it, and got everything laid out like I wanted to. And it's coming along pretty good. But in the meantime, I got I got an opportunity to do a new design with some folks and asked me to do. And I am working on that. That kind of interrupted. the rowboat. And so something I have never done before, I stopped the rowboat and started looking at this new design. And once I looked at what they wanted, that's when I got involved with the FOTOR, the photo program I was talking to you about with the AI technology. And I was able to look at that and play with it for a right good while. And I was able to start stitching on it. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm going to show it to you what I got, but you won't be able to tell it a lot. But it's something I think is going to I'm really excited about. I'm like it. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be one of the largest designs I've ever done. And I'm not quite sure anyone will ever stitch it. They might buy the pattern. They're not going to stitch it. It's it's a project. This is going to be a project. But first of all, let me show you what I've done on the rowboat. And this is not finished. I'm going to show you this. I pull this thing out, and this is the way it's going to turn out. And I've got the background in here, gazebo's going in here, the rowboat's coming down. In this area right here would be the boat coming in, looking in this way. And I like the colors in it. I think the colors are pretty at the trees, and it's a fall looking color. And we have the water down here. So when it comes together, it's going to be pretty good. This is a lot of stitching I've done on it. But like I say, stop stitching on this one to go on to the new project that I was asked to do. So anyway, the new project that I've been looking at. This is, you'll be able to tell some. I've got the sky done the way I want it to look with the moon. And I'm thinking this is coming together. I'm doing a lot of planning with this program, FO Photo, and it's coming together. I'm making sure it is going to be a building, but this building, when you do a building, you got to make sure all the dimensions are right. It's got to be, everything can't be slanted. So I'm working on this, and this is a project right now, and this is where I am. As you can see, not much right now, but anyway, the building with the chimneys. We got more to go over here. Here's the moon I'm putting into it. And of course, all of this has got to be filled in with the building. And so that is what I've been working on. A lot of stitching so far. I started stitching on this about a month ago, a little bit more than a month ago. And this is where I am. And so it's going to take a while. The best I can tell, it's going to be midsummer sometime before it'll be completed. And I've been working on these two things, but mainly this new building. And the reason I did that is because when we started the video, I showed you all the Colonial Williamsburg colonial buildings that I started out. This is where I started back in 43 years ago of doing the Christina Campbell's Tavern and all of these. And so now I wanted to, this is what I wanted to do, another building. I really haven't done any colonial type things um, until right now. So that's what's been going on with me. Um, Let me think. What else do we need to talk about? Woodlawn. We talked about Woodlawn. If you get a chance to go up there. One thing, I watched a fiber talk here recently with Gary Parr and his crew, and they were talking about um, where to buy your materials. And if you can, and they were talking specifically about um, what's the advantage of going to a needlework shop versus a Joann's. I know they just recently closed down, but a Joann's, a Michael's, or somewhere else to buy your materials. Um, I would encourage everyone like Gary and the rest of the folks on there to go to a needlework shop, support those people. Those are the people that are really in the business, that know what, have good materials and know what you need. Now, the other side of that is, suppose you don't have a needlework shop in your area. And then you run into a problem. You can either order it or then go to one of the box stores, if you will, to get your materials. But I would encourage everyone to go to their local needlework shop if one is available to you in your area. If not, you can order materials through most every needlework shop out there. I've got one close to me in Williamsburg. It's fairly close, 30 miles away, and that's the closest one I have. So, but anyway, I'd like to encourage you to do that. What else is going on? Not much. Getting ready for spring, getting ready for my garden. That's coming up. Got to get tomatoes and all the stuff I do every year in. The weather's getting better. It's been a cold winter, and had some colds, and we've been fighting all that stuff like everybody else. But anyway, looking forward to some warm weather and getting outside and doing some things. Still going to the Y every morning. Left this morning swimming again. Here it is, March the 10th. It's about right now. It's about 1 o'clock. March 10th. And so, anyway, the weather's warming up. Get outside. I'd encourage each and every one of you to do that. Don't sit in the house all day long with some lamp over your head, sitting there with a hoop or a frame or whatever, and cross stitch all day. Go outside, get some exercise. What else happened in my world? I had a birthday, February 18th. Had a birthday, and I'm not going to tell you. I asked my granddaughter this, and she couldn't answer me. I don't know how old am I? Well, I turned somewhere between 77 and 79. So let you do the math on that one. Getting up there. A couple more years, I'll be 80 years old. And so anyway, still like to cross stitch, still like to do this. And like I say, the reason I haven't come back to you since December the 14th, the last 3 months, is I'm not going to do it every week. I just don't have enough every week to share with everyone. So, but or anything really to talk about. Um, anyway, working these two designs. When I come along with them, I'm going to share them. I will put it out there. So I appreciate all your comments. If you give me a comment on this, thank you very, very much. I'll answer you. If you have any questions at all, Mary, again, thank you for reaching out to me. Um, Not much more going on in Ronnie Rowe world. Still staying healthy, going to the Y, all that stuff. So anyway, until I see you the next time, the number one thing I want you to do, I told you the last time, is go out and get some exercise and be safe. Thank you very much. Have a great day.